Hi guys, today we have a class which is all about the hips. We are going to start in a seated position at the back of the mat. So sit on the shins and place the hands on top of the thighs and close the eyes. Take a moment to bring the awareness to the body and to the breath. Noticing the depth of the breath, its rhythm. Noticing the breath flowing through the body. And notice how the body is feeling right now. Any areas where you hold tension, any areas that need extra love, extra attention. Just take a note. Slowly start lowering the belly towards the thighs and extend the arms to the space in front of you, making your way into a child's pose. Compressing the hip joints. Maybe walking the fingers even more forward. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, lift the hips, shift the shoulders on top of the wrists, and then drop the hips to the front of the mat, making your way into your upward facing dog. As you exhale, drop the knees to the mat and make your way back into a child's pose. Inhale, ripple forward. Find your up dog, engage the glutes, press the back of the thighs up, pull the shoulders to the back. Exhale, send the hips on top of the heels, child's pose. Inhale, find your upward facing dog, hold here. Breathe in, widening through the collarbones. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And take a few moments here to add any movement that feels needed, or stay still if that feels better. Feeling the palms grounded on the mat, pressing to the mat as you lift the hips to the back and up, creating space in between the shoulders and the ears. Inhale. And exhale. On your next in-breath, look to the front of the mat. We are either going to step or hop into a Malasana, so the feet will land on the edges of the mat. If you're hopping, bend the knees, and then hop to the front of the mat, toes are pointing away from the midline of the mat. Place the palms of the hands together in front of the chest. Allow the crown of the head to reach even higher, opening the chest. The tailbone is pointing down. And engage the glutes, guiding the knees away from the center of the mat. Inhale. And exhale, lower the hands to the mat as you start extending the legs. And then once again, bend the knees, make your way into your Malasana, lift the chest. And then lift the hips, extend the legs. One more time, bend the knees, hold here. This time interlace the fingers in front of you and start making circular movements. Keep engagement in the glutes. So this time, when the elbows are not on the insides of the knees, really use the glutes to push the knees away from each other. Switch the direction of the circles. You can keep the eyes closed here. Keep guiding the crown of the head up. One more in-breath here. And then exhale, lower the hands to the mat and extend the legs. Heel toe the feet so they are as wide as the hip bones. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length through the spine. Exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. On your next inhalation, make your way into a standing position. Arms above the head. Big stretch for the body. And exhale, hinge from the hips, lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step the right foot to the back and then lower the right knee to the mat. Lift the chest. Press the hands to the mat as you step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat, the top of the feet to the mat, bend the elbows. Chest taps to the mat. As you exhale, make your way into a child's pose. On your next inhalation, find your upward facing dog. Pull the shoulders to the back, widen through the collarbones. Maybe look up but keeping the back of the neck long. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Step the right foot in between the hands. Lower the left knee as you lift the chest. And then shift the weight on the right foot and the hand. Step the left foot next to the right foot, belly towards the thighs. Inhale, make your way into a standing position. Arms above the head, maybe gaze on your fingers. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot to the back. Drop the left knee to the mat as you lift the chest. Open the chest. Find length through the left hip flexor. Press the hands to the mat, lift the left knee and step the right foot next to the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat. And then bend the elbows. Lower the chest to the mat. The chest taps to the mat. Elbows are hugging the rib cage. Exhale. Find your child's pose. Inhale. Make your way into your up dog. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Meet the shape. Maybe pull the hips even more to the back. Lift them even higher. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee to the mat, lift the chest. Step the right foot next to the left foot, standing forward fold. Inhale, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, belly towards the thighs, and then step back into a plank position. Hold here. One inhalation. Exhale, make your way into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot from the mat. One-legged downward facing dog. Bend the right knee. Stack the hips on top of each other. Right kneecap is pointing up, right heel towards the glute. And then draw a big circle with the right knee for 1 and 2. And then right knee is connected to the left knee. Pull the right heel to the glute. Shift the weight forward. Pull the right knee to the chest and step the right foot in between the hands. Point the toes to the left top corner of the mat. As you open the body to the left, find your Scandasana. You're externally rotating the left leg, so the left kneecap, left toes are pointing up. Sink low with the hips. If the right heel is lifted, that's okay. If your Scandasana looks a bit more like that, this is also okay. So the right toes, right knee are pointing to the left top corner of the mat. Flex the left foot and then maybe place the palms of the hands together in front of the chest. We are going to drop the left hip to the mat. If you need to place the block underneath the left hip, go ahead. And then tap the right knee to the space on the inside of the left knee. Then once again open the right knee. And we are going to lift the hips from the mat. Okay, with or without the use of the hands, so you can always drop the hands on the mat. Press the left heel to the mat as if you could drag it to the pelvis. And we are going to find this low kind of lunge squat. So this time the toes of both of the feet are pointing to the left long edge of the mat. Send the butt to the space behind you. Send the seat bones to the space behind you. Keep the chest lifted. And then once again, bend the right knee. Find your Scandasana. Lower the left hip to the mat. Keep flexing the left foot. And once again, tap the right knee to the inside of the left knee. Then lift the right knee. Right toes pointing to the left top corner of the mat. Lift the hips. We are going to repeat it one more time. Bend the left knee as you extend the right leg. Stay low. The left kneecap is tractioning to the space in front of you. Toes of both of the feet pointing to the space in front of you. Sink low. And then once again, bend the right knee as you point the toes of the left foot up, the left kneecap up, and then once again sit on the mat. Pull the right knee to the inside of the left knee. Inhale. Extend the arms above the head. And then exhale, lower the belly towards the left thigh. Breathe in. And breathe out. Making sure that you are hinging only from the hips. The lower back is long. The back is flat. Chest is open. Take one more in-breath here. One more out-breath. On your next inhalation, lift the upper body. And then once again, make your way into your Scandasana. Just take one more in-breath here. One more out-breath. Option to hold this position longer. Place the left hand on the right ankle and then lower the left side of the waist towards the left leg, finding length down the right side of the body. The right fingers are reaching for the left toes. The right knee is still pointing up. Stay with the breath. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhalation, lift the upper body. And we are going to frame the right foot with the hands. Find your low lunge. Just hold here for a moment to lift the chest. Inhale. The left knee is lifted from the mat and exhale. You have one more inhalation here. One more exhalation. Once again, press the hands to the mat. You can lift the hips a bit higher. And then lift the right foot from the mat, nothing else changes. Tap the right knee to the right tricep and stay here. You can always drop the left knee on the mat. Or you can bend the elbows, placing the left elbow above your left hip bone. Keep pulling the right knee towards the right tricep. Shift the weight forward, maybe lift the left foot from the mat. Keep lifting the chest away from the mat. Hold. Inhale. And exhale, drop the left foot to the mat, extend the elbows, and find one-legged downward facing dog. Point the right toes, hold. Inhale. As you exhale, once again pull the right knee to the chest. And then extend the right leg, step the right foot next to the left foot. Inhale here. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Breathing in. Long and slow exhalation. Settle in. Inhale, find your plank position. Scoop the abs, rib to hip connection. Drop the knees to the mat, keep the toes tucked under, bend the elbows, point them to the back, tap the chest to the mat. The top of the feet on the mat as you send the hips to the back into your child's pose. On your next inhalation, upward facing dog, glutes, lower body engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the left foot from the mat. Bend the left knee. Open the hips, stacking the left hip on top of the right one. Pull the left heel to the glute, and then 2 circular movements with the left knee. 1 and 2. Stack the hips on top of each other. And then lower the left knee so it's just next to the right knee. Left heel is close to the left glute. Shift the shoulders on top of the wrists as you pull the left knee to the chest. Step the left foot in between the hands. Start walking the hands to the right. Left toes pointing to the right top corner of the mat. Right kneecap, right toes are pointing up. Scandasana. Palms of the hands can stay on the mat or together in front of the chest. Just hold here for 1 inhalation. Flex the right foot. Again, tailbone is pointing down, crown of the head is reaching up the same way as we did in Malasana. Inhale. And then exhale. Lower the right hip to the mat or on top of the block. We're going to pull the left knee towards the right knee, tap the left knee to the mat. And then open the left knee. Lift the right hip from the mat. We are going to make our way into the side lunge. So press the right heel to the mat again. Think of almost as if you could drag it to the pelvis. Press the left foot to the mat. Use the strength of the left thigh. And then as you extend the left leg, bend the right knee, send the sit bones to the back. Sit low. Keep the chest lifted. The toes are pointing to the left this time. Inhale. And then as you extend the right leg, exhale, bend the left knee, sink into your Scandasana. Inhale. And exhale, lower the right hip to the mat. Tap the left knee to the mat. And then once again, open the hip. Left knee is pointing up, lift the chest. Right toes, right knee is pointing up. Once again, we are making our way into a side lunge. So press the left foot to the mat, bend the right knee as you extend the left leg. Send the sit bones to the back. Sink low, hold. And then as you extend the right leg, bend the left knee once again, Scandasana. Drop the right hip to the mat and then pull the left knee towards the right knee. You're facing the back of the mat. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. As you exhale, bend from the hips. And then lower the belly towards the right thigh. Stay with the breath. The left calf is next to the left thigh. Thighs are parallel to each other. And you are bending only from the hips. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, lift the upper body. And once again, lift the left knee and lift the hips. Again, hands can stay on the mat or palms of the hands together in front of the chest. Inhale. And exhale, either stay here or right hand comes to the left ankle. Lower the right side of the waist, the right side of the body to the right thigh as the left arm is reaching above the head. Left fingers reaching for the right toes. Find length down the left side of the body. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, lift the upper body. Frame the left foot and then find your low lunge. Lift the chest. The right knee is lifted from the mat. Sink low with the hips. Inhale. And exhale. And now press the hands to the mat and lift the hips a bit higher. And then pick up the left foot from the mat. Pull the left knee to the left tricep. You can stay here, maybe rest the right knee on the mat if needed. Maybe bend the elbows, placing the right elbow on top of the right hip bone, shifting the weight forward, lifting the right foot from the mat if that feels available. Keep the chest lifted, keep pressing the back of the heart to the space above you. One more inhalation. And exhale, drop the right foot to the mat. Extend the arms. And then make your way into your one-legged downward facing dog. The hips can be open here. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhalation. And then bend the left knee. Step the left foot next to the right foot. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Find your plank position. Scoop the abs. Elbow creases are pointing towards each other. One more in-breath. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat, the top of the feet to the mat. Bend the elbows. Tap the chest to the mat. And sit back into your child's pose on your exhalation. Inhale, make your way into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, lift the right foot from the mat. Once again, bend the right knee, stack the hips on top of each other. And then pull the right knee to the chest. Lift the left heel, flex the right foot, and then step the right foot to the space in between the hands and the left foot. Lifting the left leg from the mat, bending the left knee, pulling the left heel to the glute. And then pull the left knee to the chest. Step the left foot in between the hands. Lift the right foot from the mat, belly towards the left thigh. As you bend the right knee, pull the right heel to the right glute. Right kneecap is pointing up, hold, inhale. And then exhale. Step the right foot next to the left foot, inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, deepen the standing forward fold. Inhale, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. And then exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Heel toe the feet so they are as wide as the edges of the mat, and then bend the knees. We have been here, Malasana. Palms of the hands together in front of the chest. And just give yourself a deep breath in here. Long and slow exhalation. You can keep the hands in front of you, or you can extend the arms in front of you. We are going to tap the right knee to the mat and then lift the right knee. Tap the left knee to the center of the mat and then open. So you have internal rotation in the right hip. Tap and open. To the other side, left knee taps and open. Hold here. Inhale. And exhale. One more in breath. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, extend the legs, and walk the feet so they are as wide as the hip bones. Inhale, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step back into a plank position. Meet the shape. And as you exhale, find your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot from the mat. Bend the right knee, open the right hip. Pull the right knee to the chest. Shoulders shift on top of the wrist. Drop the left heel to the left as you drop the right knee behind the left wrist. Sit on the mat, flex the left foot. So once again, left kneecap, left toes are pointing up. This time the right knee is on the mat, pointing to the front of the mat. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the space behind you, hinge from the hips. Don't allow the left toes and the left knee to drop to the mat, so they are pointing up. You can rest the forehead on top of the hands. Inhale. And exhale. Take one more inhalation. And one more exhalation. Inhale, lift the upper body. And then we are going to lift the right knee. Step the right foot in a way that the toes are pointing to the left top corner of the mat. Here we have been here. Find your Scandasana. And then lower the left hip. Lift the left hip. And lower. Hold here. Place the fingertips in front of you, in the space in front of you, and then see if you can pull the right knee to the right shoulder in a way that you are lifting the right foot from the mat. Maybe extend the right leg and bend. Once again, extend and bend. Step the right foot to the mat with or without the use of the hands. Lift the left hip and keep rotating externally the left leg and tap the left hip. Once again, lift and lower. Once again, lower the hands to the space in front of you. Lift the right foot. This time immediately extend the right leg. Lower the right heel to the mat and lift the right foot. Lower the right heel, right foot to the mat, and then lift the right leg. And then bend the right knee. Allow the right knee to drop to the front of the mat as the top of the right foot is grounded on the mat. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the front of the mat. Lift the left heel, pull the right knee to the chest. Inhale. And then as you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Lower the hips, find your lunge, open the chest. One inhalation. As you exhale, step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips, find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat and step back into a plank position. One inhalation. Exhale, knees to the mat. The top of the feet to the mat, bend the elbows, lower the chest to the mat, tap. Exhale, find your child's pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We are going to the other side. Inhale, lift the left foot from the mat. Bend the left knee, open the hips. As you exhale, pull the left knee to the chest, shift the shoulders on top of the wrist. As you drop the right heel, lower the left knee behind the right wrist, and then external rotation in the right hip. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. And then exhale, hinge from the hips, lower the hands to the mat, maybe forehead on top of the hands. Think of guiding the belly to the mat first. It doesn't matter if the chest touches to the mat. If the belly is there, the chest will follow. And keep pointing the right knee and the right toes up. Inhale. And exhale. One more in breath. And one more out breath. On your next inhalation, leave the upper body. And then you can shift slightly to the back to pull the left knee to the left shoulder and step the left foot in a way that the toes are pointing to the right top corner of the mat. Then lift the hips, Scandasana. Tap the right hip to the mat and lift. And then once again lower the right hip to the mat. Place the fingertips in the space in front of you. And then lift the left foot from the mat. So you are creating compression in the left hip. And then see if you can extend the left leg and bend. And again, extend and bend. Lower the left foot to the mat and then lift the hips, Scandasana, then lower. Lift the right hip and lower. Hands come back to the space in front of you. Pull the left knee to the left shoulder, extend the left leg, and then lower the left heel, left foot to the mat. Exhale, lift. The left leg is extended. Lower and lift. Bend the left knee. Step the left foot to the space in front of you. And then allow the left knee to drop to the left as the top of the left foot comes to the mat. Still keep flexion in the right foot. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. Exhale, lower the hands to the front of the mat. Right toes come back to the mat as you lift the right heel. Pull the left knee to the chest. Hold here, inhale. And exhale, one more in breath. Exhale, step the right foot to the space in between the hands. Lower the hips to the front of the mat. And just hold for one more inhalation. And then with the exhalation, step the right foot next to the left foot, standing forward, fold feet parallel to each other. Inhale, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the hands in front of the chest, heel toe the feet so they are as wide as the edges of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, pressing the knees away from each other, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale. And then as you exhale, lift the right heel. Point the toes to the left. We are standing shifting the weight on the left foot. We are pulling the right knee to the chest. And then just draw a big circle with the right knee. Bend the left knee, tap the right knee to the left knee. Find a Shiva squat. And then as you extend the left leg, guide the right knee back to the side and pull the right knee to the chest. Step the right foot to the back, so the right toes are on the right edge of the mat. Bend both of the knees, 90-90 lunge, shoulders on top of the hips. And then come back to this active squat. Lift the left heel and then turn to the right side of the mat. We have 90-90 lunge, tuck the tailbone under, left kneecap is pointing down. Shift the weight on the right foot, pull the left knee to the chest. And then as you hinge from the hips, draw big circle with the left knee, micro bend in the right knee, then bend the right knee as you tap the left knee to the right calf. And then reverse the circle. Pull the left knee to the chest. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot to the left side of the mat. Come back through center. And once again, we are making our way into Malasana. Inhale here. And exhale. Okay. Option 2, find a standing balance position. So you can stay in your Malasana, you can even sit on top of some kind of support if this is already a big shape for you. Or you're going to extend the left arm in front of the left knee, right arm up. You can also take a bind here, bending the elbows, connecting the hands behind your back. And then you can walk the feet a bit closer to each other. So the right foot to the center of the mat, the left foot a bit closer to the right foot. And then lift the hips, keeping the bind so the left elbow is under the left knee. Lift the left heel and then slowly start lifting the left foot from the mat. Lift the chest. Guide this left knee to the back. Inhale. And then as you exhale, start bending the right knee, gently delivering the left foot to the left side of the mat. Walking the right foot to the right, finding this binded Malasana. If you are still in the center, just stay there. Release the arms and we are going to the other side. Right arm in front of the right knee. Left arm is reaching up. Inhale, stay here, or exhale, find a bind. And then walk the left foot to the center of the mat. Maybe the right foot a bit closer to the left foot. Lift the hips, lift the right heel. And then start making your way into a standing position. Pulling the right knee to the back. Keeping the chest open. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then bend the left knee. Gently deliver the right foot to the right side of the mat. Walk the left foot to the left and release the bind. Palms of the hands together in front of the chest, just one inhalation here. Lower the hands to the mat and make your way into a seated position on the mat, adjusting so the feet are a bit closer together, a bit wider than the hips, but not as wide as the edges of the mat. You can place the hands under the shoulders, fingers pointing forward, or palms of the hands together in front of the chest. Just allow the knees to drop to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left, and then back through center. Walk the feet so they are together, the soles of the feet together, and then pull the heels to the groin, allowing the knees to open. Inhale, find length through the body. You can stay here, or as you exhale, lower the belly towards the feet. Maybe chest comes closer to the mat. So once again, think of reaching forward with the chest first, then down. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, lift the forehead, the chest, and the belly from the mat. Extend the arms in front of you, pull the knees together, and lift the feet from the mat. So the toes are reaching for the mat, but they are just hovering above the mat. See if you can extend the left leg in front of you. Scoop the abs, bend the left knee. Extend the right leg, bend the right leg. Extend the left leg, bend, extend the right leg, bend and hold. Keep pulling the knees to the chest. Inhale. And exhale, lower the feet to the mat. Place the hands under the knees. Make your way on your back. And pull the knees to the chest. Place one hand on each knee. And then start drawing circles, massaging the lower back. And then switch direction of the circle. Pull the knees to the chest. Inhale. And exhale, extend the legs on the mat, making your way into shavasana. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, or extend the arms to the side. And allow the body to relax. Allow the body to become soft. Observe the expansion of the belly and the chest as you inhale. The body falling gently to the mat as you exhale. And just stay here with yourself, with your breath. Inhale and exhale. As always, take your time in this space, in this stillness. Staying here as long as you want to. Start moving the body only when you feel ready. And I will give you a few moments now to transition into a seated position. Do whatever feels right in this moment. Maybe it's more stillness or any gentle movement. Breathe in. And breathe out. Land in the seated position with the eyes closed. Take a deep breath in through the nose, guiding the air to the belly. soft and long exhalation through the mouth, through the pursed lips. And then place the palms of the hands together in front of the chest. Thank yourself for this practice and thank you. Namaste.